Probably, but I tell you what, the game in Perth between St Johnstone and Dundee United has reached its conclusion. Not a classic, Tyrone.
No, it's certainly not. It's finished St Johnstone 0, Dundee United 0 here at McDiarmid Park. United made a very lively start with Mark McNulty's powerful angled shot fizzing inches over the bar early on, but it was Saints who took a real foothold on the match from that moment onwards. They went close in 10 minutes. Stevie May got on the end of a long ball over the top, but Benjamin Siegrist was up to the task, parrying his effort wide. And with the half hour approaching, they should have scored. A Craig Conway corner was met by Jason Kerr, who headed wide from a few yard outs. If it was on target, it would certainly have been a goal. So it's really had a grip on things at that stage as the interval loomed. Murray Davidson 20-yarder went just wide before a well-executed Craig Bryson half volley delivered the same end result. Callum Davidson's side were the first to threaten after the break. David Wotherspoon cut inside, but he couldn't find the target with his powerful low shot. Wotherspoon then had another opportunity from a similar position. This time his effort forced a very good shave by Siegrist, who got there well to palm it away. And right at the death, Saints should have won the game. Murray Davidson's powerful header from a Conway corner looked a certain goal, but Siegrist had other ideas, producing a brilliant reaction save to secure a point for the visitors. This was a Tayside derby that I think it's fair to say won't live long in the memory. It's finished St Johnstone 0, Dundee United 0.
Oh, Mickey Mellon coming off there, Chris, with the referee, having a earnest chat about something. He'll be happy with a point today, will he not? Given when you look at how many goals St Johnstone have been scoring.
No, I think you're right. I think I'm looking at it now, the stats. I think St Johnstone have had 14 goals to their 3. You know, not one shot on target today for Mickey Mellon's team. He'll be disappointed with that. And it's one of those, it's a derby. You know, you look at form and all that goes out the window. If you can put a point on the board, for me it's job done, as long as you don't get if you don't lose. On the spin side of that, Callum Davidson will be disappointed. You know, they've created the more chances today. They're not great at home. You know, I think that's 6 home games now. They've won 1, drawn 1, lost 4. Nowhere near good enough. With the squad that they've got, we spoke about it. The quality they've got quality and depth there. They're creating chance after chance, but okay, they might have opened the scoring, but they've got to consistently reach those levels. And 14 attempts, 3 on target, that's not a good enough return either.
See United, Marvin, having a look, that's 2-0 on the spin. They managed a goal against Livingston before that when you beat them 2-1. That was from a free kick. They don't seem to be creating chances, and yet they've got so much scoring power in their team.
Yeah, they have. You know, and they started with a very attacking team today, and have also brought in Mark McNulty. You know, he played his first minutes for them today, so they'll be hoping that, you know, he can link up with Shankland and Nicky Clark and end this kind of barren spell with open play in terms of getting a goal. You know, he's a natural goal scorer. You know, very, very good player, and if you can get him fit, you know, I'm sure he'll start scoring goals for Dundee United.
Let's see if we can link up.
Okay, we'll move on to McDiarmid Park now. Callum Davidson's St Johnstone put 5 past Hamilton Accies last weekend, and today they welcomed a Dundee United side that have gone 3 games without a win. Describing the action is Kerry Dean Idson.
The Saints come marching into this one after hitting Hamilton for 5 and bring Craig Bryson into midfield. Injuries mean Mickey Mellon brings Dylan Powers into the United midfield, while there's a first start for on-loan striker Mark McNulty. The message from all the players: show racism the red card. And on a similar theme, there's respect too for the Black Lives Matter campaign as both sides take the knee. Well, this Tayside derby hasn't taken place in Perth in over 4 years. Those with a good memory might remember a Ryan Dow goal giving Dundee United victory in April 2016. They haven't lost in the fixture since the year before that. St Johnstone, though, have been rattling in the goals of late, 14 in their last 3 matches, but they've only scored once in the league at home. They want to change that today. That man, the manager, Callum Davidson, wants some goals. First up, though, it's United looking to get Nicky Clark involved. Clark's done well there, has Lawrence Shankland for support. Might come to McNulty. Well, he's completely fluffed his lines there. Mark McNulty at the second opportunity. Well, trying to threaten the St Johnstone goal. And it was the setup from Shankland. We'll gloss over that, but McNulty didn't give up, and at the second attempt just couldn't quite keep it down. First start for the on-loan man from Reading. Callum Davidson looking for more from his players. As United's free kick is cleared away to Craig Bryson. Conway looking to switch the play. But it'll be United who can come clear with Lawrence Shankland. Well, shooting from range is all the rage. Just ask Kamar Roof, but that's where the comparison ends. Lawrence Shankland not really going to hold of that at all. Xander Clark's clearance. And United will build once again. This is decent from United. McNulty. Well, once again, Mark McNulty just can't quite keep his effort down. St Johnstone's defence backed off. No danger for the St Johnstone keeper, Xander Clark, though. He'll be reasonably happy with the start his side's made, Mickey Mellon. St Johnstone will want to put some more pressure on the United rear guard. They might get a chance here. It's Liam Gordon looking for Stevie May. That's a delightful take from Stevie May. Could be in here. Well, Siegrist makes the save, but I think Stevie May made a hash of the final shot. And he'll be frustrated. 5 goals in his last couple of games. He'll feel he should have had one here. Beautiful pass from Liam Gordon. Lovely take from May. But he just didn't get hold of it, did he? Normally much more lethal, especially from this range. More promising for the home bench. Conway's corner. And the header comes from Jason Kerr, who will feel that he should have opened the scoring for St Johnstone. Timed the run well. And that has just about taken a lick of paint off the right-hand post, but he should score. Craig Conway's been involved in a lot for St Johnstone in this first half. David Wotherspoon, still Wotherspoon, and he just can't quite find one of his own players with the cutback. Bryson, Scott Tanzer, and Tanzer's efforts just wide of target. Well, they're pressing hard, St Johnstone, and the openings are starting to come. Wotherspoon's cut back, cleared away, and then when the ball came back to Tanzer on his unfavoured right foot, just not quite what he was after. Well, St Johnstone have certainly settled much better into the latter half of this first 45. Might fall here to Murray Davidson. Well, they're getting closer, St Johnstone, but they still can't quite get the quality where it matters. Conway leaves it to Davidson, and close but no cigar. David Wotherspoon, there's Tanzer outside him, goes the other way, switches the play out to Craig Conway, decent delivery, again Dundee United deal with it. Oh, that's loose though, that might come to Craig Bryson, and again St Johnstone just inches away from the opening goal, but again Bryson this time not drawing Ben Siegrist into making a save. Opting to go with the outside of the right foot, and again ever so close. Well, you might think a goal's coming on the left there, Callum Davidson. Kerr's ball into the area, kept alive by Stevie May, who's gone down there. Now, I'm not sure he's claiming for a penalty, is he? He's certainly not going to get one. He's asking the ref, how come I didn't get it? The wry smile might tell you all you need to know. This was never going to be given, was it? No. Well, God loves a trier. That's good play from McNamara. David Wotherspoon. I wonder if he wonders whether the far post rather than the near post might have been the option. McNamara did well, and Wotherspoon just tried to beat the keeper at his near post, and maybe the other corner might have been more fruitful. Bryson up to Kerr. That's a nice take from David Wotherspoon. Well, Dundee United are backing off David Wotherspoon here, and again St Johnstone can't find the target, can't make the keeper make a save. Ever more frustrating for Callum Davidson. Dundee United surviving. Conway will settle for the throw-in, and that's Bryson offering himself. Again, David Wotherspoon's involved. Again, Dundee United back off, and a good bit of defending in the end from Connolly and the goalkeeper Siegrist with the save. But surely Dundee United backed off too quickly there. Acres of space for Wotherspoon. The block, the tip round the post, and still Dundee United's clean sheet is intact. You'll be happy with the way side's defended, that's for sure, Mickey Mellon. St Johnstone though still pressing for that opening goal. The substitutes, O'Halloran, nice feet from him. Man United again get the ball away, but at the concession of a corner kick late in the game. This set piece opportunity in, well, the closing minute or two. This time it will be David Wotherspoon to deliver. It's a good one. The header's good as well from Murray Davidson. Good save from Siegrist. Well, it's just not going to be St Johnstone's day, is it? Great power on the header, but it's straight at the goalie, just where he would have wanted it. And it just won't go in for St Johnstone today. As the referee looks at his watch, St Johnstone have huffed and puffed, but they've not been able to find a goal. 0-0 it finishes. Frustration for the home manager surely. Good defensive display from Dundee United and a share of the spoils at McDermott Park.
I think after 10 minutes I think we performed at a really high level. We settled down. They obviously played with sort of 3 attacking players, caused a few problems to start, and once we sorted that out, I thought the players were great. I thought they performed, they moved the ball quickly, got into some great areas again and created chances. The keeper pulls off 2 or 3 fantastic saves to keep them in the game.
Well, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I think we looked very sharp and looked like we were going to, if we could just connect with that final pass with it, we were going to create a lot of chances. Then the game became a bit even, and yeah, I would agree that St Johnstone had a wee bit more of possession. Some possession doesn't bother us if you're defending well.
I don't think they had a shot on target. I need to look back, but I don't think Xander had a save to make. I didn't see they're very few and far between the shots, so really pleased with that aspect. Like the games we've had before, I'm just happy today we got the clean sheet. I'm
loath to say pleased because then everybody thinks that we came here for a point. No, and coming away from home, you've got to respect points and clean sheets, and I'm pleased that we were able to do that.
12 league games now, and that's the 8th time St Johnstone have failed to score in a match. I thought they turned a corner last game, Chris.
Yeah, well, you have to build on that. Scoring 5, against Hamilton, excellent. But it's been the story of St Johnstone's season, dominating games, creating lots of chances, and not having that finish at the end of it. They've got a quality. Stevie May up there, Henry. They've got quality players there that should be putting the ball in the back of the net. Like you say, they're creating the chances. So I can understand his frustration, but again, there is positives to take out of it. Clean sheet, defended well, really kind of nullified the threat of Dundee United today. But again, he must be pulling his hair out, Callum, because it is seriously thinking about it, because they have dominated. It's been time and time again. They've created so many chances, game after game. They have to start being clinical.
They certainly do. It must be incredibly frustrating. On paper, United's front 3 look like they'd frighten any defence in the country, but it was quite the opposite today, wasn't it?
It was. I think on paper, looking at the game, I was thinking this is going to be a few goals in the game, but they just didn't click as a 3, as a partnership. But even their chances, I think Shankland and McNulty look as if they're not in their groove this season as of yet. They're snatching at chances, they're taking them from range when it'll take a good effort to score these chances they've taken, whereas they could have built their team up. Their manager in the past has spoke about wanting to dominate possession and play with the ball, and I think they missed Butcher for that. But on the whole, going forward, it just didn't work.
This is an incredible stat.
It's nowhere near good
Isn't it?
enough. That what's that? 4 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches in the box, and 3 of them came in the first 3 minutes of the game. Tomo, you know, so you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the quality with Nicky Clark, Shanklin, McNulty. You know, you're
all
talking
goal scorers.
But the brand of football that Dundee United play should complement that.
Yeah.
They never really had a lot of the ball today, but the way they try and play when they get into attacking third, they need a lot more quality coming into the box so they can get chances.
If you think about how much of a clinical finisher Lawrence Shanklin is, we've seen him over the last 3 seasons. You've got to get balls into good areas for him, don't you?
Well, he had a chance. He had that chance here where he'd done everything right. His movement was great. His first touch was excellent. And do you look at it and think he's confident that he sees the keeper off the line to take it? But it's the wrong decision, as Steve said there. He's got to drive in and then take that shot on probably 18 yards.
Yeah, right, let's look at some of these St Johnstone opportunities that they missed today that will have, as Chris, Callum scratching his head.
Great amount of chances, but it'll be a chance missed. Like last week's work was so good, so free-flowing football, goals. You're thinking if they create chances this week, they'll score them because they're comfortable, but they had 2 really good chances, which I would say they've got to do better with, but then the rest of them are, it was as if they were desperate to score. We need to score. There wasn't a slight build-up.
Lacking composure pass for you then?
Yeah,
that's
the
unlucky. That's a great effort.
The extra pass that later on in the game, there's a prime example of Witherspoon going through. If he just slips that left, it comes from a chance that's maybe a 70% chance to an 80-90% chance, and they need that one to go in to kind of relax them, I think.
It's great movement. You know, they're linking up well in that final third as well. This is the one here. Witherspoon, just put it to the left. You know, it's one of them. It has opened up. He has worked the keeper.
It's a good chance.
But again, put it to the left and it creates a better chance. Like Stevie May last week with the Conway goal. You know, he can go and score a hat trick, but he cuts it back. You know, very dominant with the ball, creating chances in that attacking third. And again, they're not testing the keeper nowhere near enough. That one there, you know, Murray Davison as well. If it goes either side of the keeper, it's in the back of the net. And it's just those small margins.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if they've been playing badly. In games, they've been dominating the ball at times, creating these opportunities, keeping clean sheets. It must be a source of real frustration for Callum, Stephen.
It will be. He'll be sitting looking at his squad and he'll think, like Chris said, May, Henry and O'Halloran all proven to score goals in the league. The biggest thing is create chances for these guys, and you would think they would score, but for one reason or another it's not. And like I said, last week was so good. The next 2 games were coming up at home today and next week. It's a great chance to put a marker down to build that confidence and the momentum.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. There's a great interview with Mickey Mellon on the BBC Sports Scotland website today where he says it's not going to happen overnight, because you know the expectation of the Dundee United support. And he's right, Chris, isn't he?
He's spot on. You know, they've just been promoted. They're still kind of finding their feet. A lot of the players thinking, have I got the right? Am I good enough to play at this level? They're sitting in a healthy position. But again, it's that transition. You know, he still wants to bring players in. He's came and he's watched. He's not really kind of got involved too much. He's tweaked a few little things because they always had played with a nice kind of brand of football. But the players are doing well. It's that inconsistency. That's natural. They've just been promoted. They aren't going to just win it.
People see the club
so far
and they think Dundee United, massive club in Scotland, should be top of the league.
Yeah.
But where they have been in recent times, the progress they've made's good. They've got a manager here who has the right ideas. He understands the squad, but it won't happen overnight. He's right.
He is right. Okay, well, we're meant to be showing you